Welcome to this lesson where we're going to look at how to be more productive. So there's a few bullets that make up this section, and I'll walk you through each of these in more detail in the slides after this one. Some of the things that contribute towards being more productive are how you use your phone, how you schedule deep work time blocks, different techniques or tools like the Eisenhower matrix to be able to help you prioritize and schedule, how to do your MITs first. We'll get to what they are. Giving yourself a deadline will help you be more productive and will reduce the opportunity for procrastination. And then also, we forget about this, to reward yourself when you have paid attention, when you have done any of this deep work, and when you have been more productive. So let's look at the first one. This is really around your phone. So turning off your phone during these deep work time blocks is unbelievably important so that you stay focused and you don't get distracted. But also reducing your phone usage before those work blocks, put your brain in the right state, and that's what will make you more productive. So commit to not using your phone before you do work. So for example, in the first hour or two before you, like after you've just gotten up, make sure not to turn on your phone. You'll be reactive rather than productive. Simple shift makes a massive difference. The notifications will still be on your phone. Funny that, when you're finished working, when you've done your deep work. So absolutely try to make that a practice. Do your work first, then check your phone. It will make a massive difference. You'll notice your clarity. You'll notice your ability to focus will be dramatically increased. The second is there's options to use grayscale on your phone. So for example, this is my phone normally. This is it grayscale. Using grayscale on your phone to remove those addictive red notifications on your phone. Look at the difference here. Need to do 3 clicks. None of the colors show through. It makes a massive difference to how addictive your phone is when you pick it up. I'll teach you how to do that in the resources document. If you send me a message, I'll also ping it through to you. Also, all notifications, turn them off. Do not look at your phone, but make sure that your phone doesn't ask you to look at it. So turn off your notifications, and different phones have like work or focus mode, and that'll help you be able to remove those notifications because they won't even show up. The other thing is then not just when you're doing deep work today or you're doing deep work tomorrow, but monitor your phone usage over time and try over time to decrease that. It will make a massive difference to your productivity over time, and you will feel more productive, more focused, and better achieving the results that you want because you're dedicating the right energy and the right time to these things. The second is scheduling these deep work time blocks. They do not just show up, they must be scheduled. So plan it in your day at a similar time so it becomes a habit, not something that you have to react to at the end of your day and you're expected to be as productive as if you were when you had nothing happening in your day. Stress will build up, your decision-making fatigue will decrease or increase, by the end of your day. So schedule it as early in the day as possible. Mornings are best for most people. You don't have any kind of interaction or reactions to kind of make sense of. So you're going to be more productive in the mornings, but also just find what time works best for you. You will know based on listening to your body, listening to how well you're able to be productive, but absolutely make sure not to use your phone before it if you can. There's a simple technique called the Pomodoro technique, which is where you set a timer for roughly 20 to 25 minutes. You'll do deep work during that time block, and then you'll take a 5 to 10 minute break where you also do not check your phone. That'll, again, change the state. You want to increase the time where you focus on nothing during that break. You do not want more distraction or more input. You want to decrease the input so you get back to being more productive when you're doing your 20-minute block of work. You also, what's really helpful is to have a piece of paper or a notebook like I have here beside you. And when you're trying to do a deep work block, things will come into your mind. That's okay. Don't push them away. Write them down on the list. You can get to them when you have time. When you're doing deep work and that comes up, just jot them down on your notepad. It is okay to have a distraction list. It's okay to have these thoughts. Just get them out of your head so you don't need to worry or rely on memory. Just get them out of your head. You can focus on them afterwards. That's a really simple technique, but makes a massive difference so that you can stay focused when you're trying to stay focused. Next is the Eisenhower matrix. Simple tool. It's in Stephen Covey's 7 Habits for Highly Effective People as well. But it's just prioritizing based on what's important and what's urgent. Not everything is urgent. Not everything is important. So write out your to-do list of all the tasks you need to do, and then use this matrix to assign where they are. I've got a template you can use in the resources document, and that'll help you be able to prioritize your tasks, your to-do list into these blocks, and then you know exactly where you need to dedicate your work blocks, or where you need to kind of do other tasks at a later point, let's say, and be okay with how you've prioritized these things in the past. We don't always have these tools available to us. It's easy to use the tools that we have now to beat ourselves up for the past. Please don't. You have the tool now. Let's use it looking forward and in the present. The next is your MITs. Do your most important things first. So work on your high value, money later tasks. For example, if you were a personal trainer, you would work on your infrastructure, something like TrueCoach, which allows your systems and your automation to happen in the background, and you would work on marketing. You will know what these high value tasks are for you, where you need to be more productive. So pay attention to that. Increase your time, energy, and attention on most important things. Then you do different tasks like money now tasks, which could be sales or follow-ups depending on your business. Then you do the fulfillment work, any kind of operations or maintenance work. Again, if you were a coach, this looks like check-ins or accountability updates. And the next is, and this made a massive difference to me, give yourself a deadline. The reason you procrastinate, the reason you're not productive is because you're not giving yourself a deadline. If you give yourself a deadline, it creates an urgency and energy to get the work done. Share that deadline if you want more accountability publicly. Share it with somebody that you're going to do something, or there's a pain if you don't and a reward if you do. Like that, donate to a charity you hate if you don't do the task at the time that you said you're going to do it. Something that you absolutely do not want to do will be absolutely motivating to make you more productive and meet that deadline. And then reward yourself. And again, I think we forget this step. When you've done deep work and you've been productive, reward yourself, whatever that looks like. Don't forget to work like an athlete. There's no such thing as overtraining or overwork. There's just under recovery. So make sure that if you've done the work, you focus on recovery and you reward yourself for that. There's some ideas again in that resources document. I'm trying to make these sessions short and the resources documents to complement so you have what you need. Build your recovery plan with activities that recharge, re-energize, and motivate and inspire you. And recovery is not time scrolling on your phone. That's more input. You want no input or limited input for your recovery. So turn it off, go for a walk, make sure if you can that it's in nature. It will make a massive difference. So what will you do based on the conversation we've just had and some of the points? Use the document in the resources kind of file to help you with this. But here's the summary. Turn off your phone, reduce phone usage before you do work blocks. Schedule those deep work blocks. Use the Eisenhower matrix to focus on what's most important each day, but also when you're planning your tasks to help you prioritize. Do your MITs, your most important things first. Give yourself that deadline and then reward yourself for deep work. When you've done it, you deserve the deep work. I've just gone to a weird slide, but I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. I'll see you in the next one.